Talking to soldiers?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Got a lot of it without being seen. He said we're fighting against terrorists. We're not fighting against...
Yeah.
Extremist.
He's like, he said the word, people are stupid, but it's mainly the media that makes people believe certain things, and they're not seeing what's really happening. And so that's what he was saying.
I told Amber, I said, imagine what media would do with footage of just seeing soldiers out here right now. It would be that they're descending on Jerusalem right now. Everybody run and hide. No, they're having lunch. They're in the middle of training right now. Yeah. That's how it gets twisted.
My wife and I traveled to a place where war is happening. Not just to tour the Holy Land, but more importantly, to spread a very important message to all people, all image bearers of God. And that message is this: you are not forgotten, and you are greatly loved.
Quiet morning in the old city. I'm actually starting the day this way again for the last time. That's where this video ends, and that's where the last video of this series is going to start. Probably going to walk up onto the old temple wall and watch the sun rise again. It's going to be sad to leave, and I hope that these videos have opened some eyes, inspired some people, as it has mine, for sure. My last morning in the great city of Jerusalem and in Israel. And watch the sunrise one more time. It has been it's been an amazing trip. I hope that these sequences of videos have been important to you guys. In fact, that's just how I left the last one. That's how I ended the last one. And all of these videos I'm going to put in the link of the description of this video to catch up. So if you haven't caught up on these Israel videos yet, and you're like, what's he talking about? Take a second and go back and watch the previous ones. Today is going to be our last day in the great city, and we're going to walk through Hezekiah's tunnel, Lord willing, in the wet part, in the water. That's going to be nuts. And we're also going to go under the city and see the part of the old wall. Amber and I have something probably something special planned today as well, and then we fly out tonight just after midnight. So stay tuned. Welcome to the video.
My dear friends. Okay, so our plan for today. So we're gonna go to the Davidson Center. We'll spend an hour and a half, maybe even 2 at the Davidson Center, which is the southern entrance to the Temple Mount. All authentic, all AAA plus. Made it to AAA this time.
Wow.
We will walk on pavement that Jesus, the Son of God, walked on. And then we're going to go to Hezekiah's tunnel, for those of us who want to, and we're going to walk through it and freeze. We're going to come out the other side and go to the hospital for hypothermia. Okay, we have 2 things we need to get done. The rest are all extras.
Pray that you give us a great last day here, honoring you as we meet those that need to hear your word.
Yes.
I just want to say what a blessing it's been just spending time with brothers and sisters in the Lord, and coming on this trip. In a way, we prefaced ourselves for a mission trip, but it was more of a vacation, or let's see the sights, let's enjoy the Holy Land. But it's been a mission trip. That's what it's been.
Yeah, it's been nice.
And that's been awesome.
Spice shop, big spices.
Yeah, but we bought a big bag of this, didn't we? Of the green.
What is this?
Of the spice? You bought a big bag of it.
You'll like it.
There's a mountain of spices. What is it?
It's the halva that I love. It's so good.
Do it.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, I remember this place.
He said for the children.
This is a lot on the breakfast.
The zat. Oh, for breakfast, yeah.
This is the couch.
just kidding. It's fantastic.
That's what Rami said they eat every day for breakfast.
This one when you make sweets.
Oh, so glad we found this place.
It's like pesto.
I'm
You
very
can mix
sure
it with
that Seth
cinnamon
will-
and ginger.
Oh, no, you won't.
Sometimes it floats, but this is
It's too bad. Does anyone have a gift of audio?
Yes, I do.
So before we leave, we'll just kind of filter out if you get a private time with him. Oh, no, Hebrew. That's Hebrew. That would be an insult.
True. Note to self: next time we come, we need two
Yes.
languages.
Yes. And Hebrew, yes.
Yeah.
Is your store hurting because there's no tourists?
Sure.
Are you hurting?
It's hurting, right? We don't have a lot of tourists because
The war.
the world in the world is very difficult.
So we're making this little documentary to show people, come to Israel.
Come, why not?
Come to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, come in Jerusalem.
You
We have
think it's
very,
safe?
very safe here in Jerusalem.
So tourists are safe if they come.
Very safe. It's very safe, and you can feel the safe in Jerusalem. Actually,
So you're an Arab Muslim?
I'm an Arab Muslim. Yes.
Yeah, and you're saying, look, we're in the Muslim quarter, you're safe.
You're safe. Sure, you're safe. Why not? And then you can to drink now coffee.
Sit down and drink Arabic coffee,
Coffee Arabic. I will.
and then you go crazy because there's so much
You can-
caffeine.
you can-
Arabic coffee.
We have good dates.
bought dates from here.
Yeah.
Very.
Also, you know, we have pomegranate of dates. Not pomegranate. I'm sorry. Molasses of dates.
Yeah.
I have here in my store 4 kind of molasses, from dates to grapes to pomegranate and carob.
Is it okay if we put this on TV?
Why not do it?
Okay.
Very good.
Make sure you give me your card.
I do. I have it.
Okay. Here we go. Moss Forte.
And now I bring for all to taste.
Thank you.
Whoa.
This is the coffee with cardamom. It's the best coffee.
Cardamom.
With cardamom.
Coffee with cardamom.
We're gonna go back to the U.S. and look for all the Arabic shops and
He
the
understands you, but
the
he
other-
cannot speak with you.
Oh, but you can understand me.
He doesn't
shops.
understand you.
We're gonna look for all those shops so we can get our pastries and our coffee and our
Spices.
spices. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going in? Yeah. We're going in. We're going in. Lots of good conversations we've been having off camera with the soldiers here.
Amen.
Telling them that we love them, praying for them, all the way from Texas and England, Pennsylvania, and Oregon.
374.
Talking to soldiers?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Nothing, I just got a lot of it without being seen. He just said we're not here. He said we're fighting against terrorists. We're not fighting against. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremist.
He's like he said the word people are stupid, but it's mainly the media that makes people believe certain things, and they're not seeing what's really happening. And so that's what he was saying.
I told Amber, I said, imagine what media would do with footage of just seeing soldiers out here right now. It would be that they're descending on Jerusalem right now, everybody running high. No, they're having lunch. They're in the middle of training right now.
Yeah.
That's how it gets twisted.
Look at that. So we're descending now below. This is the old Temple Mount. We're descending below, so we're going into up against the ancient side. Well, I guess you could say the side, the place Jesus would have walked, the level, because we got to go down.
Above that, it's where they stood to blow the trumpet for the Sabbath or the feasts. It was right there. This is the replica. It's too big of a treasure to leave out for people to touch. It's an exact replica. And it says right here, to the trumpet, to the place of trumpeting to, and then it's broken off. This was thrown off by the Romans when they took the whole thing apart. These paver stones in front of us are the paver stones that Jesus walked on. This place is historically accurate. Look at the damage from the rocks they threw down. Look at the way they've broken these. You have massive stones down below here. And you're going to see how massive these stones are. But that rubble right there came from the temple.
That's the actual rubble left over.
Yeah. You guys right there throwing stuff off. That's it.
Wow. This collapsed on the paved streets are stones of the western wall of the Temple Mount enclosure. They were hurled down by the soldiers of the Roman legion after the destruction of the temple on the ninth day of the month of Av, 70, it says CE, which is AD. Wow. And the thought of what's under there too, you know?
This is quite possibly where Peter would have stood on the day of Pentecost, where 3,000 souls were brought to Jesus.
Feast of Pentecost.
Feast of Pentecost, sorry. Because there was all these pools where everyone would come and get cleansed. And this seems like a place where Peter would have stood, where people of from all over would have been. Whereas it wouldn't have been like near his house, because why would people from all over have been right there?
And it wouldn't have looked strange to the Jews that people were getting in water.
So there's just
because it was ceremonial cleansing places anyway. And here they are. In the Mount of Olives in the background. It's there. Everything's right here, you know, it's crazy. It's just all connected. In very, very close proximity. So as 3,000 were added to the number, that could have happened right here. Acts 2.
You used to do music. 3,000 people, is this in a size of 3,000?
Yeah, so say the intersection in Grand Rapids, that's 1,600. So two intersections and a moderately full Billy Bob's.
Okay.
Could definitely fit here. Yeah. Fantastic thought here as the ancient steps go up. The ancient steps go up, and that used to lead into the Temple Mount. So that's where people would go. This was kind of a thoroughfare. So you'd be down here, you get cleansed, you'd go up into the temple because you're cleansed now. And you think about the story of Jesus as a boy disappearing and coming up in here, and his parents find him after they had traveled a day away, and then come back, and then they find him attending to his father's business, going up these steps right here. But then it's now the Turks and the Crusaders have closed this.
Ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell in Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken unto my words. For these are not drunken, as ye suppose, seeing it is but the 3rd hour of the day. But this is that which was spoken of by Joel, the prophet. And it shall come to pass in these last days, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall see dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will shew wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke.
How many were baptized?
3,000.
3,000.
3,000.
Repent and be baptized right here. Right here.
What's under here?
I don't quite know.
Oh, you haven't been yet?
Yes, I've been, but I don't know what it is. I guess a house.
Wow. What in the world is... Whoa.
It keeps going. There's more of the stairs that are right there that go.
Look at that wall that got filled in right there. Yeah. Wonder where that goes. So much that's not excavated. Wow. And that goes back up.
Yeah.
On the other side of the wall? Do we go under the wall? Yeah, we're on the other side of the wall.
That goes out?
I don't know. Oh, there's more.
I wondered what these were, if they did it as a design or if it was like accounting.
Well, this is not first century.
Right. This is
Because Byzantine, 300 years after.
Yeah.
So it was probably a monk's monastery, I'm assuming, something like that. Probably monks. Short monks. Whoa, look at this tunnel.
Look at that one behind you. Does that go through it?
Yes, it does. Should we go?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're about to do Hezekiah's.
I know.
Oh.
Hello!
Hold on.
Oh man. This must be I think we're in a monastery. Wow. Crazy. So I'm assuming Romans, Constantine adopted Christianity and no longer made it dangerous to live. And so the monks moved in and built little monasteries. And I got a feeling, I haven't talked to a tour guide, but I got a feeling that's what we're seeing here. So yeah, Byzantine house. Yeah. So a couple episodes ago, we went through Hezekiah's tunnel. We went through the dry portion. Today, we are returning and going through the wet tunnel. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a claustrophobic fear when I saw it. As you probably saw a few episodes ago.
You probably want to be in the front or the back.
Today
Not enclosed.
is the day where it's dark in there. Gotta put on a headlamp. I gotta probably I got some shorts. We all have shorts underneath here. We're gonna go through this tunnel, which is narrow, dark, and full of water. That sounds so peaceful and relaxing. Wow, it's so therapeutic just thinking about it that way. How scared are you?
I'm not.
You're not
No,
at all?
No.
You're not worried at all?
No. You
Here's the thing.
are.
If for some reason you get stuck, the water will build up pressure and push you out.
That makes you feel way better.
It's not very comforting.
Just make sure your face is on the down slope,
Okay.
so the water's behind you.
Okay.
Okay. And we begin our descent. Down we go. Allergic already to the tunnel.
An ancient rock-cut water system was found on the eastern slope of the city of David. This is what led them into the city of David.
That guy was a brave dude right there.
He's got a nice mustache.
There we go.
All right, you guys. And that's the little tunnel that we're about to climb into. You guys ready? What are you thinking, huh? And we go.
Okay. Okay. My dry route.
Comment below. Would you do this? Very cold.
Oh my goodness, it's cold.
It is very cold. Like ice water cold.
I'll try to be on the lookout for your head.
Oh man, here we go. It's so cold. Hey, straight.
By hand.
Travis is saying this is carved by hand, chisel. Just to recap here, this is the water source to the inner city, so that in times of war, they could still have water, and the enemy couldn't cut it off from the outside. The two teams that dug this tunnel, one started on one end and one started on the other, and it's just an engineering miracle. It's getting narrow. But they were able to meet.
Ranger, make sure you find a
Hey, you need to go the other way. Hey, Travis, is this part of the deal?
All the kids were coming this way. Are you recording yourself or me?
All right, so yeah, you're going the right way. So that was an experience in the tunnel. I mean, you guys saw, but I'm walking, leading the group, and all of a sudden I see these kids, these Jewish kids, screaming and running at me, and now we're lost. What a way to end this. That was an experience, though. If it wasn't for that cold water, I would have been in a lot of trouble. We're actually looking for some ice cream. The air was getting hot, the water was ice cold, and if it wasn't for that, we'd be in trouble. I'm looking for some ice cream.
Did you buy
ice cream?
No. Yeah, this is a really good place to buy ice cream, by the way.
That was worth it. So worth it. Sorry, Lyndon. We see these all the time. This is.
Well, I don't know who it is that's doing it.
The police.
I know that's the police. But the police are driving it, right? And so they're pelting them with rocks and paintballs.
He said it's when they drive into the Arab neighborhoods.
Right.
See the one that was covered in paint? They get hit with paint. like cans of paint, rocks. Crazy. So, our day is finished. Yeah. It's actually really sad. It's always sad to end a mission trip. I don't think it's time for us to recap. I think we kind of.
We need to do like a one video recap or something. I don't know.
Let's go home and kind of unpack this ourselves. Right now we're gonna grab maybe something to eat. We get picked up, and then we leave at like 1 a.m. and we fly to JFK, New York, and back home. So we have about a 15-hour trip ahead of us, plus layovers.
Our flight's at 1.
Flight's at 1 a.m.
Oh gosh.
You know, the people, the Jewish Israelis, the Palestinian Israelis, the Arab Israelis, beautiful people. We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Really, we've seen a lot.
It's been emotional a lot of times.
Yeah, we'll recap everything. We'll get together and when we get home.
Yeah.
And we'll recap this whole thing. Before we do that, I think we could both agree, pray for Israel.
Yes.
Pray for this beautiful country.
Pray for peace for everyone, and pray for these
peace.
soldiers.
Pray for the pray
and
for
their families.
pray against the hate that is in the hearts of so many on both sides of the conflict.
Don't believe everything you see.
Don't believe everything you see on the news. Come visit Israel.
Yes.
Go see Rami.
Yes.
We'll link his. Well, Rami is the best, and we will link. Actually, he wasn't on this video. He was on every other video before this. He's our driver, and so we will link his website in the description of this video.
And continue to pray for him and his family as well.
Pray for Rami, his family. This country is so fertile and rich with resources,
milk and honey,
and people, and you could tell why there has been an intense spiritual warfare here for thousands of years.
Yeah.
It is a country worth sharing, worth having, worth living in, worth being proud of, worth calling home. So before we get home and kind of unpack everything, and really by the time we get home, by the time you see this video, we will have been home over a month probably, because we have so many videos to put out. Until we really have a chance to unpack everything we saw and did, pray for Israel. Love y'all.
Love you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for staying. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for following us like you always do. We love y'all.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mama Mary comes, speaking words of wisdom let it be. In my hours of dark, she is standing right